Good morning, everyone. No, that is too much light. Hold on. Better. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever you are experiencing currently. I hope it is good. My name is Laura. Welcome back to my channel. Here we talk about mental health, minimalism, and lifestyle. And today we are talking specifically about the fact that I am getting married in like 4 days. And there's a lot going on. So let's talk about that. I've got a few things to show you from the last couple of weeks as we've been leading into the wedding. So let's jump into those first, and then I'll come back and give you the final updates. Okay, come on, hop up. Good boy. Thank you. Okay, hi everyone. We are starting this vlog in a slightly different space to what I imagined. It is 2.5 weeks out from the wedding. Bailey's nose is just popping in there to say hi. And I wanted to give you guys an update on how things are going. So I released my other wedding prep vlog today, which I am super excited about, and I feel like I shared some really cool stuff there that I'm really excited for, but today has been a hard day where it was just too much for me. I like to kind of say that everything's going okay, and in reality there's a lot of things that are going really well, but I was upset to the point where I couldn't even say anything about why I was upset. I think it's also hit me in the last few days about some of our really good friends who are leaving in like a week. And we've talked about it a little bit, and we keep saying like, nope, don't talk about it so we won't cry. But I'm really at that point where it's really hitting home. But anyway, I am gonna get on with my evening. I need to get ready for bed. I have work tomorrow morning. I have a dog here that needs lots of pats. And I'll continue things later this week probably. So I will see you guys then. Good morning, everyone. Firstly, my voice sucks at the moment. It has been a time, including being sick. I was off work sick yesterday. I am feeling a bit better today, but my voice is still going to sound like this, so apologies for that. For those who are not in Auckland or who have not seen the news, it's currently a state of emergency. We have had torrential rain here. We have been fine where we are. We're kind of up on a hill, which is great. But the brass band that we're involved in, our band room, had over 1 meter of water in it. We do have insurance, but there is a lot of work ahead with that. And with all of this going on, it is also our wedding in 10 days. So you could say it's a lot. You could definitely say that, yeah. I'm also really grateful that I managed to get to the mall this weekend because I needed a wedding lipstick. So this is in such fancy packaging. I actually tried to put this, oh, it's upside down. I'm so good at this. I tried to put this back on the wrong way around before, and it's magnetic, so it like snaps in. So this is Too Faced I'm Thriving. That's kind of the vibe I'm trying to keep at the moment. I'm going, yes, I'm thriving. And this is, wait, how is it the makeup people do it? No, wait, it's the hand behind. There you go. This is so cute. So I pushed it out and it's like a little love heart kind of shape. And it says, it's got the TF for Too Faced there. I'm just trying things out today just to help myself feel a little bit better, because my head wants to explode. That's not just because there's so much going on, that's also from like sinus pressure from being sick. Especially when I bend down, like all the blood rushes to my head and it's just horrible. But anyway, I'm feeling a lot better than I was yesterday, so that's good. And again, wedding is still 10 days away. We have time. So I just put that on really, really gently because I didn't want to like smear it everywhere. That's not, I want to say that's not how I normally apply lipstick, but maybe it is. Anyway, this is the lipstick shade that I went with. So I wanted to go for something that was kind of a pinky brown neutral. Here she is. I'm kind of going for the whole, if I'm feeling good, no wait, if I'm looking good, then I'm feeling good. That's what we're going with, as much as is in my control. So I am going to go do some work because it is almost 9 and I am working from home today and I have stuff to do. So blue light glasses on, and I will talk to you guys later. Alrighty, good morning everyone. It is 1 week before the wedding and everything is chaos. So I'm here at work. I'm on site for work today, so I'm on the North Shore. I left early to drive here because, especially when it is raining in Auckland, everyone is crazy. So I wanted to get that over and done with. I'm eating my breakfast, doing my makeup in the car. I just spoke to my sister who has just got a job, which is super awesome. Organizing family who are flying in next week, organizing rehearsal for the musicians who are going to be playing at our wedding. I just remembered I need to text my fiance to drop my hairpiece off at the hairdressers because I forgot about that. There's just stuff flying everywhere. I think that's the best way to describe it right now. I mean, I'll finish this text in a minute. I'm feeling good overall. Like I'm coping. There is just so much going on. It's just nuts. I feel like I'm in that state where I can't kind of slow down to process how stressed I am or what if stuff doesn't get done or whatever. I'm just so busy in the doing. I'm just focused on that. So that is where we are at today. And I slept really well last night, but I also feel exhausted. I think that that's just where I'm gonna be at. Yeah. Okay, so I will update you guys later, but we are busy, but we are mostly under control. And I need to finish my breakfast and do my makeup. I'm just gonna do my eyeliner and chat with you guys. So I think part of the reason that I'm feeling like more under control and less stressed than I have been is that I spoke to my therapist again a couple of days ago, and it was an insane situation because I was looking after our friend's toddler as they were packing up their house to move overseas, which I'm like very sad about. So I was looking after a toddler and a dog whilst trying to do my therapy like over the phone, and it was insane. But I think that and kind of what I talked about and what I talked through and kind of the issues and fears that I was dealing with, talking through all of that means that I feel a lot better now. And even though it's not that anything has been like resolved necessarily, I just feel more at peace with the way things are and how I can deal with them and how I can think about things and process things. Yeah, it is raining, so we are doing waterproof mascara. I've never been one for waterproof mascara, basically because I don't want to be there like scrubbing my eyes at night trying to get it off. But I was told by my chiropractor, who got married less than 6 months ago, no, more than 6 months ago, that's not a very good description of time, who got married in the last year or so, that this was like the #1 thing that she needs. And based on how much I have cried in the last few days, while still saying that like I'm coping pretty well, so I mean I am, but also crying, so yeah, I would agree. So I cried a lot yesterday, but by the end of the day I still didn't have like the full raccoon eyes going on. Like a little bit, it kind of come off, but it kind of just looked like the smoky eye situation, so I was pretty happy with that. So yeah, overall doing good. Therapy is good. Having people that you really trust that you can talk to about shit is good. And my fiance, who I love, is just a pretty happy-go-lucky guy. He doesn't kind of deal with the same issues that I do, so he doesn't always get it when I try to talk to him, and it's not always his, you know, burden to have. And sometimes I just really need to talk with someone who gets it, who has a brain like mine and can hold space for me so that I can deal with it. So feeling very grateful for a lot of things at the moment. Right, face is on. Oh wait, lipstick. No, finish breakfast then do lipstick. I'm so good at thinking shit through. Also, I gotta stop swearing or I'll get in trouble with the YouTubes. Alrighty, that's it. Got some nervous energy going on, got lots to do. I'm gonna get out there, I'm gonna do stuff, gonna make it happen, and then it will be done. And I will talk to you guys soon. Alrighty, good morning everyone. Hi, it is the long weekend before the wedding. Josh is just in the background there. And we thought that this would be the perfect time to do the rehearsal for the musicians that are going to be playing at our wedding. So I'm not sure if you guys have picked up on, but my fiance, soon to be husband, crazy, is a musician, and so we will be having some of our musician friends playing at the wedding. So they'll be over here soon doing rehearsal, which will be awesome. So I'll show you guys a little bit of that. But because I have this incessant need to feed people, I've made these little savory muffins here, and I'm in the process of making some like blueberry peach vanilla muffins. So I am going to get on with that. Getting married in like 4 days, and there is a lot going on, so let's talk about that. The thing that I'm finding so great about this time is just that like the way that everyone kind of piles in and pulls together when you do have a wedding has just been so nice. So our MC is a friend of ours and he's just been so helpful. Our photographer is so lovely. We actually saw her when my fiance was playing mariachi yesterday, which I should have shown you a clip of, or we'll show you shortly, just to double check like when we were going to be having our final catch-ups. We're doing that this afternoon, which was really cute. The people at the church who are getting married have just been so helpful. Our friend who's going to help set up our reception venue, even though it's not going to be super crazy, she wanted to do like a practice table, just to make sure that she knew what we wanted, so that she could get it right. So everyone's just been so helpful and so lovely. I've got another friend coming over tomorrow to just help me sort through all the stuff that's going to be going to the different places, get it in the plastic bins so that it's ready to go. It's just been really, really cool. And honestly, now that the family's arriving from overseas, I feel kind of more relaxed, because it feels like the work's kind of done and now the nice stuff is happening, where you just get to see everyone and like hang out and have a good time. So yeah, it's cool. I will say it is still pretty manic. Like my fiance and I are still just like go, 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 go constantly. I think the phrase is like pillar to post, like back and forth and all over the place. Yeah, that's just been where we're at. And it's still kind of like that right now. Oh yes, so this is where I tell you. So after I'm done filming this bit, I'm gonna film what my wedding expectations are, the like pre-wedding bit, and so then after the wedding I'll film the other part to that. I'm thinking for the pre-wedding one I'm gonna wear my yellow top, because you know, stress, yellow, all that, and then for the bit after I'll wear my green top, so you can tell the difference. So look out for that video in the coming weeks. I will try to do that as soon as possible, like after the wedding, because I know that that's the kind of stuff that people love to see. So once I've done all of that, I'll also try to get to the gym today. We're going to try write out our vows. We're going to be meeting our friends at the venue so that we can do that practice table that I mentioned. So it's still like go, 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 but it's really exciting stuff. I think what I found really cool about this whole process from when we first started planning the wedding 6 months ago, right up until now, and probably especially in the next few days, is just this idea that things don't have to be perfect. Like they can just be good, and that's totally fine. Because I feel like, particularly when it comes to weddings, and I think this has probably gotten worse like over the years, there's this real pressure and expectation for things to be perfect, and that you have to have everything at the wedding, and that every minute has to be like amazing for everyone who's there in order for it to be successful. So what we did really early on, because I knew that we didn't want to spend out loads and loads of money. Like if we were really honest with ourselves and we sat down and we looked at everything that we could want to spend money on, you know, to save money, then spend it on over the next like 5 years. We would go, okay, we want to finish getting the house done up. As you can see by my lovely two-toned walls, the line where I stopped painting is there. It will get done eventually. And maybe I can show you guys a bit of that. But we want to spend money getting this house done so that we can then sell and buy another place that's going to have more space for us and suit us better for what we want to do. We want to have kids at some point in the next few years. So we need to save money for that, because one of us will be not at work during that time. We both haven't been to see family or to explore like overseas, like Northern Hemisphere, North America, Europe, for a few years because of COVID. We'd like to spend money on that. So when you have, you know, finite amounts of money coming in, and then you have your priorities on what you want to spend out, when you then add wedding to that, and we were like, yep, that's something we want to do, you kind of need to balance it with everything else and go, you can't just say that one thing's going to be perfect, the wedding, and spend everything on that, because you're going to end up missing out on other things. So I think for us, we tried to have a really balanced approach there and pick the few things that were really important for us to spend money out on, and then figure out how to kind of make do with the other stuff. So I know that to have a videographer or multiple videographers, so that you get that whole like beautiful wedding video, it's almost like a kind of a music video, like a little mini documentary that's like 5 to 10 minutes of your whole wedding.
minimum for that I found, I didn't really look at it. I was mostly just kind of curious because I knew that it would be crazy. Like the cheapest I found was like $5,000 just for that. And I knew that that wasn't something that I actually super cared about. And I think for us it was important to have a short-ish list on what we did really care about, because otherwise, you know, like I could have said like, oh, I would really like to have a video to look back on, like, oh, I really care about that. But if I'm being honest, I don't care $5,000 about that. So the things for us was I wanted to make sure that I really liked my dress. So I didn't necessarily want to get something that didn't fit my body type or fit my ideal of how I would want to look on the day. So I knew I would be spending out a bit on that. But again, I wasn't going like crazy, designed perfectly for me, made perfectly for me. I was just spending a reasonable amount on that. We wanted to have good food on the day, so we didn't want to just do canapes. We wanted to have a proper dinner, but again, we're going buffet dinner, you know, it's not seated, it's buffet, which makes it cheaper. We want to have an open bar on the night. Like we want people to be able to have a drink and just enjoy it, or 5 or whatever, without having to pay for all of your drinks. And I know that that's something that some people are just not able to do based on their budget and their priorities, and that's totally fine. But for us, that was a priority. So that was most of it. It's like 3 things, which is really cool. And I think that we're really happy with that. So when it's come to like my bridal bouquet and our flowers, we've just gone with fake flowers because I think they look nice enough and it's basically what we want, but it's not spending out like $1,000 plus on fresh flowers, and it's also not the stress. And that's the other thing, actually. That's the 4th thing. So it's the dress, the food, the alcohol, and it's also not being stressed. Not being stressed. And you can either have like a really complicated, extravagant wedding and not have stress because you're paying people to manage it. But if like us, you are trying to keep the budget down, you need to simplify a lot of other things in order to keep that stress down. And I can tell you, my brain is still full of stuff, even though we really tried to simplify a lot of things. So I can't even imagine how busy my mind would be right now if we hadn't chosen to do that. But like fake flowers, they are in a box in the room right now, and they will keep perfectly until the day. And that is just done. That is off my plate. We've organized to have our cake brought by our lovely friend who is making our cake for us straight to the venue. That's done. We don't have to worry about that. We don't have to have people setting up chairs. We also have chosen to go inside for both of our venues. So even though we can see outside, particularly from the reception venue, it will have a really nice view from it. We chose to go inside so that we didn't have to worry about the weather. We chose to stay in the city so we didn't have to worry about transportation and stuff. And again, for some people, they're just like, that's just a given based on what I want, so I'm just gonna have that, and that's totally valid. But for us, that was a really big thing. We wanted to keep it low stress, and I am feeling really happy about that decision that we made to do that. Routines. When there is lots going on, our routines can sometimes just go out the window. And I've had this happen a bit and it's made things really tough for me. So I think that's also something that I'm trying to do over the next few days, is to just try keep my normal good routines as much as I can in terms of when I'm getting up, taking my supplements, having my good breakfast, getting out with Bailey, getting to the gym, having just like some downtime by myself for a bit as well, because it can be very full on, particularly when you've got lots of family around and then you're doing stuff with your fiance to get things sorted, taking that time for yourself. So yeah, try to focus on keeping those good routines going, but also don't beat yourself up if you just don't have enough kind of left in the tank to get out and do things as well. So if the dog only gets 1 walk and then you literally just take him out to pee for the second walk, that's how it be sometimes. If you can't get all the way to the gym, but you still have your dumbbells that you bought in lockdown that are stashed under under the sofa here, and you just do a few movements with that for like 5-10 minutes, awesome. You know, do what you can, but try keep that sense of normalcy, because that just helps you just keep in that same good regulation state and keep calm, all that good stuff. Remember that you and your partner are both really busy and stressed at the moment, and so there's just going to be some tension. Like, you are both just going to be a bit stressed, a bit tense. Just kind of go with it. Just kind of, you know, if you could both get on board and say, we're both just going to be a bit stressed and tense right now, but it's okay, we're getting on with it, it's going to be wedding soon, it's going to be all good on the day, just get stuff done, it's going to be okay. And also lean on people. Like, if you need a friend to come over and just help you sort stuff and just check that everything's all good for the day, or help you run an errand, or just run a random errand for you and you can get that help, do that. Yeah. So I'm going to close things off there for today, but thank you so much for joining me, guys. I'm really looking forward to my next video that I'm going to be filming, where I have my expectations for the day and then reality. It's going to be really interesting to see how that goes, but thank you again so much for joining me, and I will catch you guys later.